All right, in this short video here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you how to make the best shredded beef for shredded beef burritos or shredded beef tacos, whatever you prefer, using the slow cooker. Let's get ready and get started. All right, you're gonna wanna start out with the chuck roast. Make sure you trim it up, get most of that fat off of there, not all of it, but a good portion of it. Then I like to use a couple jalapenos, half an onion. Gonna use about a cup, maybe a cup and a half. Yes, I like to use Tostitos salsa. We feel that gives the best flavor. Salt, pepper. Gonna have some of that olive oil or avocado oil for searing your beef. And we also use Taco Bell mild sauce. All right, the first thing I do is I get my slow cooker going ahead of time. So start it maybe a half hour, 45 minutes before you drop the chuck roast in. All right, step number 2 is getting your cast iron skillet and get that thing smoking hot before you add your olive oil and before you add your chuck. Now that's about what you want it to look like right there. You're just gonna take the roast. What you do is you're gonna take it and put it in this preheated slow cooker. You're gonna saute those onions and all that goodness that was in that pan there from the chuck roast, and then you're gonna transfer that all into here. Now you're gonna take that Taco Bell mild seasoning. There you go. That's plenty. Now you're gonna take the Tostitos chunky mild salsa, and you're just gonna dump this whole thing inside of this can here, inside of the crock pot. The next thing I do is I'm gonna take these jalapenos here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on the fire. And one of the things that I do that is because it brings out some of that sort of smoky flavor in the jalapeno, as well as it brings down a little bit of the heat. That's about what you're wanting to look for right there out of the jalapeno. Now set on that low setting here, you're gonna say goodbye to this for the next 6 to 8 hours. I'll see you then. I'm gonna take the roast out. It's been in the crock pot for about 6 hours. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shred it, took out all the fat, the bones, and everything else. Now the next step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all the juices and everything else from the crock pot, put it in a strainer, and then save all the onions and tomatoes and some of that goodness, put it back in here for the last hour of cooking. Let's go. All right, so we're at our last hour now. I'm gonna go ahead and take some out and try some for myself. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna teach you how to make a burrito or taco. You can do that on your own. It's time for me and my family to dig in on some of the best shredded beef you're gonna have. Follow this recipe. I'm telling you, it won't let you down.